BlackTop Radio. The BlackTop Radio. Mic check, mic check, mic check. You're now tuned in with Mike J. You know the host that do the most. How it feel when you got a rapper from the West Coast on the intro. So smooth. And we can play the instrumental. BlackTop, BlackTop, BlackTop Radio. Where you can come and get your fix. We be talking about your baby mamas or some politics. First station out where you can tune and hear the hottest. Ain't no filters, you hear all of it. You ain't really popping yet if you ain't never been a guest. Wait, let me guess, you got on next. Got the airwaves on flex. Boom. BlackTop, what did you expect? BlackTop Radio. 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 The BlackTop Radio. 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 The BlackTop. BlackTop. BlackTop Radio.
Yellowbone, that's what he wants. What he wants. Yellowbone, that's what he wants. What he wants. Para Miguel se lo van. Para Miguel para el pan. Fellow yellow, what he want. What he want. Yellowbone, that's what he want. What he wants. Para Miguel se lo van. Para Miguel para el pan. Said he need a lit bitch, so he had to switch. Let me think a rich bitch, work me out, fitness. Do my dance on the stage. When he shoot, he don't miss. Tight grip, wife this, real bitch, don't switch. Don't. Real bitch, don't switch, don't. Real bitch, won't switch, don't switch. Colorism is a real thing, and I guess you could say I wasn't as knowledgeable in that topic, but I wasn't thinking so deeply into it when I was making this song. And it's like, also, I see a lot of brown skin women making music about their skin types, and it's like, why can't I? Like, you see me, I'm light skinned. I consider myself a yellowbone. That's my definition of it. That's just how I felt at the time. It wasn't even a song I released. I just made a trailer. I was wearing all yellow. I had yellow hair. I was like, oh, it's cute. Let me make a trailer real quick. I didn't think it was going to blow over like that at all. And then to call me a colorist, to call me a racist is like, yo, how? I'm dating a whole chocolate man. I have beautiful melanin friends. Like, it's like, y'all really took it there when it's like, nah, like, let's... It's not about that. That's not where I was coming from. I don't see my skin as a privilege. I never looked at myself as better than anybody, more superior. It wasn't even about that. It was just me making a cocky ass song. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I offended you guys. Like, it was not my intention at all.
Today.
You about to start a speech, ain't you?
That's what I felt like.
My fellow classmates, today.
No, but we are getting into the newest song that artist DaniLeigh released called Yellowbone. Now, of course, we already know the internet has been in an uproar over this song. She posted a video on Instagram where it looks like she's either being styled for some type of photo shoot or she's maybe shooting the video. But the song is playing in the back and you can hear the song saying, Yellowbone is what he want. Now, Danny says she made the song for the light-skinned baddies and everybody else is hating. That's what was her response to all the negative comments she was getting under that video. Why, and I'm gonna cut it short, but I'm gonna go back into it. But why do we feel like that that's a negative condensation to make a song about yourself? Because literally she made a song about herself. I'm not giving my opinion. This is not my opinion because I don't want y'all to look at me crazy. But I'm just saying this is basically the bias that she's going on. She's saying she's made a song about herself.
Yeah. So I watched it. I watched the Instagram video about this that she did live afterwards, and she was talking about how she was just trying to bring pride to her skin. She a yellowbone woman, so she just wanted to say that, I guess.
Okay.
Now, I heard Erica's voice in my head when I first.
What did I say?
Because one, I knew you grilled me if I didn't say this, but as long as she's not blasting or disrespecting any other tone of woman.
I know you see
Straight up. Yeah. Don't disrespect
I did see that.
the other shade. So if it's just about her, it's cool. From what I heard, I ain't heard no shade thrown towards, dark women are ugly or whatever the case. She never said nothing like that. So I don't necessarily see a problem with it.
So,
Okay.
I think the issue with this girl
But I'm not a woman though.
that people are having is, let's say,
Get
I'm
into it,
gonna go
Erica,
with the
because I know
number
you're
one
going to say
issue.
it.
The number one issue is
She don't talk
dating the
educated?
baby. She's dating the baby, and I think it's just like,
His
a lot
baby
of people.
mother is what color?
His baby mama black, okay? His baby mama brown skin. Yeah, and a lot of girls stand her. A lot of girls like her. A lot of girls are team the baby mama, the baby mama. So what happens is we begin to dissect. I'm just putting myself in their situation. We just basically begin to dissect every little thing that the new girl does because it looks like shade, it sounds like shade, it reads like shade, most likely shade. But here's the deal that I'm having. Since when did I thought? Okay, let me be careful. Let me take a sip of my bougie because I'm finna get real mean. I'm finna get real mean. I hate to say this.
Shout out to the bartender.
But this is what happens when you really don't educate your non-black friends on certain terms in the culture. Because I've never, ever heard to a girl who was not black of African-American descent referring to herself as a red bone or yellow bone. Them is black terms, meaning that's a light skin. Excuse me, it ain't even light skin girl because the red skin could be considered light skin. A yellow bone is somebody who was like clearly you damn near the color of this chair. You a Simpsons character in the black community. That girl's not black.
Ease up on us though.
She did come out and say she was black, she was white, she was Puerto Rican. She did make a statement saying she was all those things.
Last I recall, that girl considered herself Dominican, something like that.
Dominican mommy. Sorry,
Black, so basically she black when it's convenient. So basically she a yellow bone today because she want the song to be catchy. She want a TikTok. She want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, girl, y'all girls don't call yourselves yellow bones. Go back to calling yourselves light skins.
Y'all voted for somebody because they was black when it was convenient. Just saying. So y'all voted for somebody who was black when it was convenient.
What you mean?
Never mind.
Barack Obama? Because he always represented his white mama.
Say Joe Biden's black?
Are you talking about Kamala Harris?
Bingo.
Oh.
Her experience as a black woman.
Okay, so
no Indian girl, no girl identifying as Indian goes to an HBCU.
So black is not just by.
And she has a Jamaican father. That nigga is black. That's black.
But you just brought up the fact that this girl date
black when it was black when it's convenient is what we said.
But you just brought up the fact that this Danny dates the baby.
Yeah.
Bingo.
Who does your vice president marry?
That's my man.
Carlton.
Not Carlton.
I'm weak.
Bryant.
Bartholomew.
Todd.
I'm just saying you gotta use that same energy for everybody. That's all I'm saying.
Bingo.
That's part of the reason why they're going after her.
I recently posted something kind of in this situation.
Wait, come on. Can we go, Mike, on this part of the video, Mike? I just know in the episode of Erica going in about black men loving their black queens.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, I think the issue, y'all are reading it too far into it. I'm just trying to figure out when did
the video where she was doing
start identifying as yellow bones. That's my issue. The issue is the song. What is the song called?
Yellowbone.
Thank you. When the fuck have Spanish women in the black culture started identifying and calling themselves yellow bones?
Since rap artists have.
And when did they call them that? They would call them Latinas. They would call them mommies.
No.
What rapper called a yellow bone?
New York, you know it is.
I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of races. There's still a lot of different races. Yeah, a lot of different races. They still consider themselves just like black people.
Yeah, it's a lot of Puerto Ricans up there. Yeah.
Yellow bones. They do.
Okay, so
they may say mommy every now and then, but a lot of the vocal points of their lyrics when they display those visuals are Puerto Rican, Dominican women.
We're letting a lot of them Dominicans say their word.
That we're still not giving credit to what the term is supposed to be.
I just said they identify. Okay, for real.
I didn't know Redbone was nationality. I just thought it was skin complexion.
For real. Some of the Hispanic race has been created off of black people. That's number one. So when they identify, and I had to figure this out because I said something about the fact that 6ix9ine say nigga, and then I spoke up and I said Fat Joe say nigga, and he's full on. Somebody had to break me down and say, hey, look, a lot of Hispanic people were truly black from the start, and actually had that land conquered by white people and had their race fucked in too. So, and that's the rawest form to put it. I'm sorry, but that is the truth. Especially for the Latina nation. So beyond that, they identify to a lot of black people culture. They just do it in their own way. I'd have been around Hispanic people, and them niggas is niggas. They just their own version of niggas.
Only a couple months ago, Jennifer Lopez was saying something about how she a black girl in Spanish or something like that.
Yeah, they're going to the negrita thing.
It's
a term, an endearment term. Okay, well, Yellowbone is an endearment term in the African American community for light-skinned black women.
Here's my issue. My issue is, and this is only, I had to sit there and deal with this being of a lighter skin complexion, right? I always had situations where it's like, I date a girl and the girl will say something like, oh, you got a lot of hoes because you're light skinned, or some shit like that. And I'm like, yo, why the fuck you always got to identify my complexion? All right, long story short, it always seems to, when somebody shows pride of the lighter complexion, it's always a slap on the wrist somewhere down the line. And I'm not going to lie to you. But we have songs like India.Arie called Brown Skin, and it's considered like a pride anthem.
Yep.
So why can't this complexion see something as a pride anthem and not have a lyric or bar of shading the opposite?
Because it's tired, overdone.
Whoa. It's tired.
And the song was lame and whack as fuck. Let's be clear on that.
No, because that's just that on that.
The song was lame.
If it's that lame, she shouldn't have fans.
But Beyonce made a song called Brown Skin Girl.
Right.
And nobody said
nobody keeps the same energy until it becomes a lighter person problem. Like that is
it's kind of weird if you think about it, because she's admitting
who delivers it. Is that what makes it different?
I said it in the comments. I said nobody would have an issue with the song if it was fire.
It's that Willie Lynch colorism shit.
That
to be honest about it.
Okay, so does it make it more okay when it comes from a superstar versus someone who is outside of the race that y'all say because she's light skinned? Because I didn't think the skin tone was a nationality. I just thought it was a skin tone.
No, I'm saying her nationality is not African American.
If you want to be honest, Beyonce is golden tone, but if she want to be brown skin,
half of America is not.
Beyonce could do that. I mean, Beyonce would be considered a Redbone, Yellowbone. I mean, she's African American.
Why is it okay?
She's not, because she's African American, and that's the term that African Americans came up with for each other.
So that's the problem. That's why niggas is
so it's us. It's our fault.
I already said I don't agree with the Spanish woman declaring, "Oh, Yellowbone." Okay, first of all, bitch, you barely in the culture. Because today you're identifying as Dominican or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really walk a body over that Spanish colorism shit. So I really don't have time for it.
She hanging out with Bartholomew then.
You know, I don't like the colorism conversation only because I feel like when I initially heard her say, I didn't automatically go to, oh, you Puerto Rican. You can't say that.
I
didn't go to that. I thought of, okay, she is Yellowbone.
I thought of it as tired. The song is lame, and I'm as somebody who could be considered light skinned,
to
girl,
be honest
need
with
your
you,
anthem.
the song hated
so
it.
what's wrong with a light skinned anthem, America? What is wrong? What is wrong with light skinned people?
I'll take my light skinned anthems from bitches like Alicia Keys.
But I like her.
The thing about colorism, when you identify somebody as a color,
it has no race to it.
Well, no, but there is no empowerment behind it. You can do without it. Like, it doesn't uplift anybody. When you say black people, I can feel good with that. When you say light skin, brown skin, that doesn't say
it's still division.
I'm good or I'm better. Like when you say white people, black people, I like, oh, black people.
Why is the brown skin
when
song?
You say when you say Redbone, Blackbone, it's the same reason why the Washington football team got rid of the Redskins. There's nothing uplifting about the word Redskins.
Let's be clear.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
let's be clear on the brown skin girl theme. The reason why that shit took off and popped, and the reason why that shit is okay, is because for centuries it wasn't. It's because for centuries
that's our point.
History,
that's exactly our point.
So yeah, we are in a situation now where we have to basically uplift brown skin to get it on.
We don't have
light skin.
No.
We grew up
that's
on
the
that
problem right there.
But you have to eliminate all
If that was the case, we're just now getting into a situation where brown skin artists, rappers, actresses alike are just now getting represented. Let me finish my point. We are just now getting to a point where people of brown skin, no matter what the fuck you identify as nationality wise, you are just now living in a society where you are comfortable in your black skin and you're able to talk about it in a way where you don't feel like you're finna be oppressed or depressed speaking on it.
Right.
So yeah, that's the reason why brown skin and black skin has been uplifted. The same reason why we screaming Black Lives Matter. Yeah, we know all lives matter. Yeah, we know light skinned bitches matter, but we talking about the brown skin girls right now.
But
that's how it is.
That's how she felt about her complexion. So what's the problem?
Cause she ain't even black to be considering herself a yellow bone, and coming from her, a problematic person. Let's be real clear. She ain't the type of bitch to be making a fucking anthem.
She already on the fucked up list. Exactly. So this song really didn't make it any better. Like I like. Don't get me wrong.
Y'all doing her the way y'all should do Doja Cat.
No. Don't listen to Doja. There's a lot of songs that I like from DaniLeigh, and Easy is probably one of my favorite songs. It's on my top 10. On my playlist. But let's be clear. When she said light skin, I didn't automatically say black. And that's just me. Like, I didn't look at it like that. But at the same time, I understand it completely what you're saying. But also, this is not a good time for her to be trying to put all that shit in the mix for everything that's been going on with her. The timing is horrible. That's all I can say about it. Because it wouldn't be this big of a deal if she wouldn't have been going through the bullshit she was already going through with this man's baby mama.
So this is kind of an Ebony
this is just
acting
add on to like
type situation.
Why we shouldn't
the actual apology messed it up. Like it took it to another level. She could have just be quiet with it.
And let it ride out.
That's but because if you watch the video, it's like this is totally unnecessary. Because she's reaching.
And she like she didn't mean it.
But you don't have to. Like,
right.
You fucked up. Let's keep it moving. Like, don't.
Right.
I can agree with that.
The apology.
Most definitely.
The apology kind of took it over took her over the ledge.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I just think it goes to show about people's creativity. You see how Beyonce made a song about brown skin girls without light skin girls feeling a type of way. Everybody gets uplifted in the end. We understand the overall message. I'm sorry, a smart, strategic artist would have made a bomb-ass song for red bones, light-skinned girls, whatever, and still found a way to uplift everybody. I don't know. It's just, I feel like we in a world like that where it could be done.
A-class celebrities always get passed, though.
But look, I will say this. Beyonce actually spoke on this. Ironic y'all said that. The exact reason of why y'all might actually have some issues with this girl. And she said it's because we want to know the artist's life too much outside of their craft of what they're doing with music. Correct. So now we're worried about the fact that, oh, well, it's team the baby mama versus this light-skinned girl. It's too... If you never knew none of that shit and she made a light-skinned anthem, it wouldn't be a motherfucking problem. Because at the end of the day, I had to explain this to somebody under a post. This shit is the dumbest shit ever. I'm gonna tell you why. Because if we get pulled over by the police, it don't matter what the fuck shade we are.
She's still black.
It don't matter which shade we are.
Yes, flat out. Fuck it do.
No, man. Look. I had to explain it because somebody said, "Well, what about all the opportunities?" Well, my situation of thinking about it is, if we all in this room are all aware of Willie Lynch theory and everything that happened in the past, why do we still allow this shit to affect us today as far as our thinking process? The Willie Lynch theory.
What did you just say, Erica?
Doja?
No, it was somebody else.
I don't know. No, I actually do feel like that's when we're exposed to exactly who people are. I feel like, again, people who don't all the way identify as black, until it's convenient, until it's, that means that you ain't gonna all the way identify as black when a cop is in your motherfucking face. You're gonna play up that other side of you that don't look black. You're gonna play up the side of you that ain't so black. You're gonna play up the side of you that ain't a threat in their eyes. So that's why I'm like, yeah, I hear what you're saying, but look,
what you say often?
I'm not with that we are the world shit. I'm with that we are
I'm
what
half
the
white.
fuck it is. And that girl is not,
but
she's not the type of bitch who needs to be putting out no Redbone anthem. The baby issues are not. I heard this shit, it was whack. I'm like, what is it supposed to do?
So
you know what's crazy though?
How do y'all feel about the artist light skinned Keisha just having that name as a stage name?
Stupid.
Okay.
She ain't even light skinned.
She really not though.
She really is not light skinned.
She is brown though.
Exactly.
She our color.
By black folk standards. And so her explanation, or even her reasoning.
ain't never been to
oh,
Charles
people
City.
call me light skinned when I was growing up. Boo, 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 boo.
I feel like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel like all of this messaging is being funded by the industry.
It's the same reason why y'all done made Mulatto change her name to Big Lotto, and I ain't even have the issue with that
really
because
changed her name
here
to
was a
Lotto?
girl who was actually declaring what the fuck she was.
Black.
Fucking racial. Y'all mad at the word mulatto? That's not a diss to me, especially because if you know
That's what she is.
So why the fuck ain't nobody
called themselves.
ain't nobody
That's what
asked?
the fuck they called themselves.
Hell, white people created Cracker Barrel. We still gonna eat a Cracker Barrel.
Cracker ass crackers.
Oh, wow.
Shit. I mean, but anyway. I love
that cracker.
They got Asian doll out
and
here.
skin
So.
and biracial and what we identify as.
Well,
and
I
how
feel like we need to eliminate it as a people though.
Bingo.
We need to
You
call
have
each
to
other
keep the
black.
same energy
Yeah,
all
right.
the
We need to
fucking
call each
way
other
around.
black. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe in our personal conversations, like Mike might be like, Carlos, what's your preference? I mean, I don't have a preference, but somebody you talking to, they'll be like, well, I like dark skinned women, But like just to be like calling people something like as a person, it's like putting, like Milan was saying, like calling it the actual race. Like
I'm not here for doing away with it. I feel like we could keep it. I feel like we need to have a better appreciation for it. We should understand that black folk come in all shades and colors, and there is no because she light skinned she pretty or because she dark skinned she's pretty or this. Everybody is equal motherfucking playing field. That's just the bomb shit that we are. Black folks come in hundreds of shades, and I feel like we need to accept that, but get to a point where men and women are not putting that over the other. Like women, don't be out here talking about something. I want a chocolate nigga. I want dark skinned man only. You see it.
Women,
we don't need that.
People do it even to kids.
Yeah.
So you have the mixed kid in the room, and then everybody just
you so
going,
pretty.
"You so
It's your
pretty."
hair.
Other girls like,
If you listen to so
I'm
many
pretty too.
stories
Like-
of kids, light-skinned kids always say they've been treated different from their cousins.
I got a niece
I
like
got
that.
Then
treated
that's
differently
growing
in
up.
my
Like,
household.
you watch, it's so many documentaries that say the same thing.
I
Like,
literally
it's literally
was
the
one
truth.
of four of my complexion. I don't have anybody else in my household of my complexion. Nobody.
They called you the milkman child.
When I say whatever the fuck they call me or whatever, it was greatness. Hey, but besides
That ain't your dad.
I never heard anybody say that.
my daddy went to the stove.
Right. I hate you, Shane. Go ahead.
Hey, shut up.
I
That's a
can't.
different conversation, man. That's
No, but I'm serious. Like,
opportunity test.
That's a whole
Hey, my dad went to college.
in the whole community. It never came back. It never came back.
but yeah, I got.
You ain't doing that with your life.
differently. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Which is it kind of that's what keep. As much as the darker complexion people say that, bam, I'm just getting accepted in their own right, they have to understand that lighter skin complexion people feel the same way. I have a friend who is mixed who gets judgment from each side of the family, his white side and his black side. You get what I'm saying? So it's
I know
like,
you mean.
But you
I
know,
get it from my
but
household.
that's
If
why
I'm
the
the
brown
only-
skin songs don't hit the same because it's more like a
Bingo.
and it's like
Bingo.
now we're eliminated. We gonna do that.
Bingo.
We gonna do the all.
Especially being
bingo.
sung for little light skinned women.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
they
are
playing off the
light-skinned
oppression
people
of
white
one
people or
complexion
black
and not.
people?
You say what?
Basically, yeah.
Don't do this.
Based off this theory,
Don't do this.
based off that theory,
Don't
yeah.
do this.
Yes.
Based
Now
off that
listen.
theory.
Now we are, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's because all I hear is, well, back in the day, y'all was so and so and so and so. So y'all do. Y'all got the.
Put that own oppression upon themselves to segregate within our own community.
Bingo. Colorism.
No. It started in networks.
That make a lot of
On
sense.
TV.
Opportunities.
In the 70s and 80s. We talking about this. So Coming to America, the good sister was light skin. The Fast Sister was
dark skin.
Okay, so it's tons of. I can name movies for days.
Yeah.
In the 70s and 80s, we were fed
But
this.
before
School
they
days.
could even make
Correct. That's my
movies,
favorite movie. That's actually the movie that kept me from being
before they
into
could
that
even
colorism
make
shit.
movies, there's a
Yes.
perception in history that because someone may have been mixed with a slave and a master, that person is better than the other person.
No.
But that condensation comes from that person was able to be within the house.
I'm about to say, go back to slavery.
But keep in mind
The house slaves
that a
were-
lot of those people helped get those slaves where they needed to be.
Well, let's talk about it from even post-slavery.
Honestly.
You have advertisements
So we
of
literally segregated within ourselves.
with advertisements like skin bleaching and
Blonde wigs.
Had African girl went live last night
the
talking about-
the verbiage of light is right.
Can we talk
Don't be
about
so
that?
dark.
That
Things
doesn't
like
come
that.
from us. That
That
comes from white
shit.
people who had money who was able to.
Bingo.
But black people have
We didn't create that narrative. They did.
The African
black.
girl
If
went
a
live
black, I'm
last
sorry.
night.
If a black woman agreed to be the face of a skin bleaching product, she contributed to the continuing of
Self-hate.
segregation in the exactly in the
Put
thing.
money
And
over
yes, look it up. There are black women who knew what they were doing, taking that picture. Light is right. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I use this bleaching cream. You fostered an environment of self-hate.
I
You
understand
fostered
what
an
you're
environment of
saying.
light skin
But
versus
what I'm
dark
saying, I
skin.
understand what you're saying, but this is how I'm saying that white people literally controlled that whole narrative.
Correct.
At the
Bingo.
end of the day, white people were the face of everything. So even in slavery times, we didn't have no control of the media that was being put out there. So if you have a house slave on TV, automatically you think they're higher above everybody else that's working in the field because this child does not look like them.
Yep.
That has been the image that has been placed over this whole time.
Yep.
They started that shit.
I get it.
Yeah.
So
Okay, just because they started it don't mean that we have to
They
contribute to it.
brainwashed
Ebony and
those
Jet magazine for
kids.
years had light-skinned women
They-
only on the covers. Who do we blame for that?
Listen. They
I'm not blaming the white man for that.
I've seen Jet Beauty of the Weeks in all different color, sizes, and shapes.
That's Jet Beauty of the Week. I'm talking about on the cover
that they
back
were
when they're started.
superior because they didn't hear about their actual ancestors that their other part mixed with were helping doing way more legendary shit than being in front of a camera and doing all that shit. So who would you more relate to? The motherfucker that you see in front of a camera or the motherfucker that you don't even hear about that's freeing all your people, your other half?
Correct.
No disrespect.
Super
I feel
deep.
like that came down to the circles in society that you were into growing up in that time. I'm speaking on when black people did come into power and we did have media and we did have a say-so in what it is that we want to look like and represent us. And were light-skinned women pushed
can I
over
ask
black
you?
women? Yes.
Can I?
Because of the stigmas that they learned from the white master, whatever the fuck. Okay, that's cool. But at some point, when do black people hold themselves accountable and say, no longer, no more? This is the first time a generation is actually doing that.
When have you ever seen us have control of our own image to the masses? That's what I need to know. Because what you're saying,
never really have a full control over the image of the masses. But if I'm Ebony magazine, if I'm Jet magazine, and I got control over the bitches I'm putting on my fucking cover, they're gonna be dark skinned. The same way Cap Calloway with his light skinned pretty ass only wanted dark skinned girls as his showgirls.
What makes you?
So it comes down to, again, what do you do with your power? Never mind who you bow down to. What the fuck you gonna do with your power?
You're absolutely right, Erica. But how many more times do you hear about the MTV awards than you hear about the BET?
Beyond,
That's okay, but here we are today in a conversation like today. We still got BET, and one of my most memorable moments is me seeing Monique's fat black ass on the BET opening that shit up more than it was Beyonce.
And they play.
We have control over what we want to put out there.
Yeah.
We can control the
Baby
narrative.
boy right after that. I remember that.
All right, can
But it's also a selling point to that too, though.
I'm about to get another.
I'm gonna be all the way real. Can I just say one thing?
Not baby.
We really don't have control. Okay, you think we got control until you're Nick Cannon? You know what I'm saying? You don't have control. Yeah, you got BET and you got MTV, both of them owned by Viacom. You don't have control. That's the truth.
Never had
of it.
it.
You have a message getting put to for your desperation of the dollar, so you can paint an image of envy. to the people.
Who's desperate for the dollar? And
So
who's
no, we
desperate
don't.
to help
No,
their
no.
people.
What happened is light-skinned people at a certain time got an opportunity that brown-skinned people wasn't getting them because of the rich white man was offering that and leaving. And
I don't believe that because
that
it
is
was
a fact.
more chocolate. Black was more talented.
Or the rich black person who don't want the black people to come up.
They probably all dating the white girl.
Like all the
white
Oprah
men.
taking off the black shows off her
what
network.
I'm saying?
The
The
real
people-
black shows get taken off.
Hear what I'm saying?
It's a little bit too black. It's a little bit too urban to me. That's your last season. That's it.
Never having a really profound black guest.
Exactly.
Because she know her main target
So are we
is that
blaming some
50
the
plus white
phantom
people.
white man over that, or did Oprah, in her wherewithal, have the right to say, you know what? No, I am for my black people. She could have took the Wayans brothers situation way out. You know, I'm keen. You talking about them Wayans brothers like in Living Color? Them niggas didn't sell out. Why the fuck do we have to sell out?
That goes back to the point I originally made, where we made this discrimination amongst ourselves.
You gotta come to the mic.
Yeah.
That goes back to the original point that I made. White people didn't necessarily put us against each other. Yes, they had the advantage.
They
but
put the
we
dollar against us.
literally created this divide amongst color amongst ourselves.
I won't say we didn't. I won't say we created, but I will say we have sustained. We have sustained it.
We didn't make it any
We
different.
fell into the trap.
You know who
Sustained
the
it,
first
that's for
person that
sure.
really actually putting us out there and doing like creating how it should be is Tyler Perry. Like with the whole Black Hollywood.
Oh, and they hate him for that.
And the whole like people get mad like at his movies, but I love it. Like as far
Thank
as
you.
the support part, like
Thank you.
I don't care if you bring the same 15 people in every fucking movie.
And then first of all, y'all
Give
got
me
the
these
nerve.
people, this black people,
Yeah.
black
Yeah.
excellence.
You got the nerve to spot a bad wig in the Tyler Perry movie, but don't tell your friend about the one that she wearing right next to you.
Exactly.
Like, stop.
Or that.
Y'all mad at Shamar Moore braids from that damn movie.
Yo, his braids was terrible.
And
though.
then everything
Them
about
shows
the
was
studio
horrible.
itself is a black man giving praise to black excellence. He's naming the studio after black epic artists. You know
They
what
were
I'm
on
What
the
he
saying?
say?
budget
He
at
is
that time,
not
y'all.
waiting for no white man to do a damn thing.
Listen, we gotta get Shamar Moore a break. Okay, they were on the budget. That was their first. That was
So I
their
feel
first
like
movie.
Tyler is the first person to like change the whole like entertainment, like TV, movies.
In
you
a
know what
real
I'm
way.
saying? And like
In a real way.
like the star can be dark skinned and it be an excellent film.
Yes.
Like if you got talent,
Still be dope.
if you got talent, he gonna put you on. You know
Let me
what I'm
tell you
saying?
something. TBS love them some damn Tyler Perry. Damn.
I
They
give
play
him
them
that.
movies about
He
10
did.
times in a row.
Yeah,
Bro,
nah.
you gonna
He's
always
very
have
smart.
Tyler
What he
Perry.
did was he takes his shows and he pushes so many episodes. So he will hurry up the average time that you would take a certain episode. He will double that to
That's
make
why
2 to 3
it's so
episodes
low budget.
and push it. He will push it to the company so much that they come out with episodes. Each actual show has to have a certain amount of episodes to make syndication.
Correct.
To keep
No,
going.
because y'all not going to do this. Because she's talking about that's why they be selling all budget. Hold on. You motherfucking right. Because they will film about 10 episodes, all 5
In
scenes
one day.
the same day.
Yeah, one day.
Yeah. He did it smart. So
We got about 3 scenes in the kitchen, 2 in the living room, 5 in the backyard. Like, we done. We're done. Like, yes.
he guaranteed a self-syndication.
Everybody
And that's
getting
how he was
inspired.
able to open up another show right after that.
I'm not. I'm not at all.
But still.
And still best out with a
And what
play
you-
every now and then.
At some point.
But it's the reverse though, because the white shows are using his studio. That's why I love it. When I saw they were shooting The Walking Dead there, I was like,
Yep.
oh, he getting the money.
That's right.
That's when the black man is in charge.
That's right.
Panther.
And getting their money. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
You
Shot
know,
a Marvel movie there.
he will actually allow the average person to rent out. He'll go buy like a property that's like
Correct.
broken down or something and allow people to shoot like their own scenes there. Anybody, just rent it from them.
But I'm talking about
Right.
white people. He getting money off these
Corporations.
white corporations coming in there.
That Georgia Peach
is the
firm,
reverse.
that studio.
You know what? I'm a interject on saying Tyler Perry being the first then, because I would say Tim Reed would be.
Facts.
Oh yeah, Tim Reed.
Tim Reed
Millennium
would be.
Studios. Yo,
But
shout out to
it
Pittsburgh.
wasn't, you know,
He was ahead of his time.
definitely.
Bingo.
They wasn't ready for him.
People
Bingo.
wasn't supporting him like they're supposed to.
Nope.
That joint, Tim's supposed to be way bigger than what he is.
Way ahead.
Absolutely.
Because
Yeah.
black people wasn't supporting that shit. They was hating on that shit.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, he wasn't.
I'm the biggest Will Smith fan of all time. When they show Will Smith go to the Tyler Perry studios,
And they name it after him.
whoa, no. like I look at mannerism. I honestly feel like this. I love Will. I honestly feel like when Will went to the Tyler Perry studios, him and Jada was sitting there like, this was supposed to be shit I did. Will is very forthcoming with everything.
Yeah.
He was sitting back just like, why the fuck didn't I? And we gotta get out of that shit. Like, stop hating on his excellence, man. Just to give the man credit and bask in it. Like, he wasn't happy about his name on the studio name and all that shit. He was looking at the bigger picture like, fuck, why didn't I do this? Like, you still can, but give Tyler his due.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and black people got to stop doing that. So that was the first time I ever really been upset at Will. Because when I seen that, I was like, come on, Will.
That crab in the barrel.
Bro, you too big to be feeling like that. Like, you're not somebody on the come up. You can still do your own thing, but we got to support. Like he did in a smaller version, what the whole black community did with Tim Reed. They were sitting back with like, it's all right. You know what I'm saying? But instead of like, this is excellent. Let's blow this shit up.
Because we automatically shot it down before we even gave it a chance. And that seems to be a problem in our culture too. Because we know if we find out somebody black makes a Xbox or something, we gonna sit here and have all the jokes.
Soldier Boy,
they was cracking on him. Man had a PlayStation, an iPhone,
and it's probably quality.
And
hell.
Fake iPhone ass, like,
Yep.
bro, like.
No, it was. They sued him.
I'm just saying, but nobody was like, I'm gonna support this black guy.
Right.
They did.
Nobody took it as a maybe I could do it myself type thing.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
But your homeboy from
I
down the
don't
block,
like that mentality of, why didn't I think of this? I don't like that. Because exactly. And the why didn't I think of it is already coming from a lack mentality. Like you feel like you making it about you. Like, damn, I could have did this if I had only, first of all, you didn't think of it because I did. And just, you know what I'm saying? Like,
God damn it, do we all got a friend like this? Or is it just me?
When y'all go on YouTube and look up the episode when Will Smith went to the Tyler Perry studios and look at Will the whole time. I'm telling you, I'm like, I was so pissed.
Yeah.
I am the hugest Will Smith fan. And I'm like, bro, come on. Like, I get the energy, but we gotta get past that. We gotta get
Right.
That is selfish too. Like, you took away from a
maybe
moment.
he was in a bad space at the time of his marriage. He was like, man, fuck this nigga.
I mean, I get it.
It could have been post entanglement.
Well, you know what? Every now and then.
You could have left it at home.
You know what happened? Will so goddamn chasing that motherfucking white money so goddamn much that he lost the vision. That's what happened.
I was fucking around, did Wild Wild West.
Y'all have
Did
me
these
in a
fucking
cowboy
albums?
suit.
I let Unviv hang out with Unviv.
That was after. Shut up.
But I'm just saying, man, like, people throw shots at Tyler. I might have said a couple things too, you know, like as far as, you know, people thinking he's gay and all that. But as far as his vision,
He's doing
oh my
it.
God.
Tyler's doing
What? Clap it up right now.
Okay.
Go silent
it.
go.
A little clap for Tyler Perry.
Okay. All right.
Tim Reed had to close down some of his studios because nobody support. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on?
And it probably was a banging ass studio too. Yeah, boy.
He was pulling the credit like, fuck these motherfuckers.
So
They ain't shit. They ain't never gonna be shit.
Daphne! You ready?
hilarious. What's a good party if there are no drinks? Better yet, imagine turning up and not having to pour your old troubles for once. Or better yet, someone else's. Now that may be a big of a problem. Well, Bougie Bartender is a licensed and certified mobile bartending service that services any event, big or small, such as bridal showers, weddings, baby showers, corporate parties, and so much more. She also specializes in making virgin or non-alcoholic beverages for minors as well. If you need a bartender for your next event, call 804-855-8787. Again, that's 804-855-8787. And also check her out on Instagram at bougie_bartender_brook. That's bougie_bartender_BROOK. Shout out to Bougie Bartending, proud sponsor of the wildest radio show on the net, the BlackTop. Cheers.